G'day everyone, Goober here with another Torchlight Infinite video. This one will just be a bit of casual farming for the day. I have been inspired by someone else in the association. He's very easy to find. You just go to hero ranking. And there he is right at the top. He is an absolute beast of a player. And quite frankly, his gear is kind of nice. We've been looking at an alternate necklace, which I have attempted to make. I like his before because he's got the sparks, but I'll get there one day. So the alternate, if you're looking for me and you're on Asia, oh, I've dropped down to number 3. Oh, they've got 4 billion. He's got 7.7 billion sheet DPS. Crazy. And I'm down to a lowly 339 million. Anyway, that's me. What I attempted to craft yesterday was a Warden's Breastpin amulet. Now, I learnt a lot doing this. So originally, I crafted it with max life. It had tier 6 regen and then tier 0 aura, I think. And then when I was crafting on the Dreamcraft, I thought I read somewhere that it replaces the oops, I did not mean to press that button. Anywho, that was just a waste of a couple of hundred FE. Anywho, where was it? Let me find it. I could have sworn that I read somewhere that if you were choosing a specific Dreamcraft, it would overwrite a previous Dreamcraft. Or had a higher chance to override a previous Dreamcraft. So what I had done is I had crafted this item. It had a tier 2 there, a tier 0, tier 2, a tier 1 armor with tier 1 aura, and this was a tier 0, I believe. No, it was a tier 1. It was a tier 1 because when you craft this on, it states that if it is replacing an affix of tier 2 to 4, then it will apply the Warden's Breastpin affix. It replaced the tier 6 previously, which I had replaced with a tier 3. So I was looking at it, and I'm like, okay, it's going to replace the tier 3, it's all good. But obviously it reverted back to the crafted affix of tier 6 and just deleted all the materials. So that was 1,000 flame elementium straight down the drain. I just had a dream-crafted, worthless amulet. So I crafted on again. I got tier 1 aura, tier 1 armor, tier 2 max life, which was fine. I crafted on the replace the third, and then when I was upgrading to the wardens, 2 out of the 3 options were replacing the Dreamcrafted affix that I put on the third slot, and the only one I cared about was replacing it was tier 1 critical strike rating. Now, I believe that if you are crafting up a godly item like this, you really want it to be godly beforehand, because this replaced a tier 1 mod and it gave me a tier 1 version of the Warden's affix. I'm thinking that if it replaces a tier 0, then it will give you a tier 0 Warden's affix. So the crafted item that you need needs to be exceptionally good. This cost me about 5,000 FE for this experiment. That is 2 lots of the Wardens, so it's at least 2,000 FE in that. Plus trying to craft on multiple tier 0s, or a tier 1 and a tier 0. That was an additional 3,000 or so flame elementium, which I just got from stuffing around yesterday. So today my plan is to just do whatever I can to get some flame elementium up. I currently have about 2,500, and I'll just be running maps. I've got a bunch of void lands here, rank 5s. I would like to do some rank 5 plus beacons, and I'll just see how much FE I can make, throughout the day, and yeah, probably waste a whole bunch more. Now, if you are looking at doing the Warden's Breastpin craft, you can always go to search for a Warden. Now, you've got the Dream Talking Warden's Breastpin, which is what we need 7 of. Those are currently going for 200 flame elementium each. You can get that from just melting down a Warden's Breastpin. So if you want to do this super expensive way, you can always buy unidentified Warden's Breastpin, double corrupt it, see if you get something insane. If you do get something insane, sell it. Otherwise, you can just save up the Dream Talking. This Dream Talking also has a memory card, so you can go down to memory cards and then go across to the Prisoner's Old Dream. The Prisoner's Old Dream are currently going for 19. Okay, they were 15 yesterday. So we get up a calculator. So the other ones were about 200. You need 8 of these to get one Dream Talking. So it's 25 FE each. So you can easily save money there. So 8 times 19 is the bulk listings there. So it's 152 FE per Dream Talking Warden's Breastpin if you do it this way. Honestly, 200 divided by 8 is 25. So 175 is what you could sell these for. So 175 minus 152. You could just buy these and sell the Dream Talkings for 23 FE profit if you really wanted to, but it's a bit of effort, whatever. So it's definitely cheaper to buy the Prisoner's Old Dreams if you are looking to do this craft. All right, enough crapping on. The farm that I will start with today is simply just some void lands. My deck is petty for extra attention points. All of the God of War duration and drop quantity. I am doing a bit of cube at the moment because Divinity Stones are dropping and they are quite pricey. And then a little bit of Dream and some extra monsters. So all I'm doing is hunting for the best card and just running that map. I'm considering just doing some rank at some tier 8 boss rush and doing it that way. However, for now, I'm doing it this way. I'll keep track using my Google spreadsheet, which is actually reasonably popular at the moment. This is a quick look at the spreadsheet. You've got your drop downs here that you can select whatever tracking that you want. You just manually input the FE equivalency, what you start with, what you end with, and that'll show you how much is dropped. Income, if there is a tax on the item, there's no tax on the ones that you use, obviously. There's no tax on lost secrets, etc. And then it just gives you the profit there. And then all of this is totaled up into an equals sum of that. And that's how you can do that. If you would like this, just message me on Discord and I will share the link. Anyway, let me set this up and we'll see how much flame elementium I can earn just stuffing around for the day. Cheers. Alrighty, got this set up. These are the compasses left in my inventory with the Voidlands. This is just 8.3, I think. Casual farming. I'll have a timer going, although I'm not going to be really tracking that too much. It'll just be me stuffing around. I am using pack spirits as here. Happy Chonky, Cloud Gatherer, Surging Gold, and Chalk. Chalk's only level 1. You can get Chalk by doing the boon, by doing the pack spirit boon here. It's just a rare chance, but, you know, there's a chance. If I was to roll if I was just starting out, Dream Herder is a phenomenal season pack spirit. Really, really good. You can obviously get that one if you want, or the Eterna is also a very strong one that you can roll for. However, I personally prefer Nightmare, so that's what I would suggest you roll for. Let's do a map just to see what it's like. It's going to be pretty chill. I'll start the timer in a second. Doing Netherrealm. Add 1 to 3. Of course it did 1. Of course it did 1. It almost always does 1. Although it feels good when you hit more than 1. I'll just get this up to about level 5, and then I'll move on. Divinity Stones. I don't know if I added those to the tracker. I'll have to add those in a minute. Got a sweet dream mist there. It's not that much of an explosion if you're not on deep space. However, you've got to remember that if you're running deep space, you need a minimum of 35 more FE per map to equal the same amount of loot. It is a much more entertaining experience. So I will probably end the day in deep space just for, you know, a bit of dopamine hits with the big drops. How much Divinity Stones do I have? 80. Alright, so it doesn't matter. That was basically nothing anyway. I messed up there. I didn't kill the boss in... Okay, I think I got the boss in time. That was very close. Cube is still annoying, even with the little trick of if you get... It's not going to give it to me, is it? If you get this and do the ×2 Gamba early, you can then close the menu without fully claiming your rewards. And, you know, if it fails, you've just saved yourself all that time. If it succeeds, then you get ×2 everything, which is kind of crazy. But anyway, I'll load up a timer and see how we go for a little while. Cheers. Alrighty, this is what I meant before. When you get this pop up, you can just hit claim rewards and then greed. Then if that's successful, you can go back and continue to roll. Otherwise, you just leave. It always seems to trigger towards the end, which is annoying. Ugh, failed again. Here we go, we got it early. And it succeeded. Alright, sweet. So you can just go close here, and then keep rolling. Then if it freezes, like that. Is that any good? No idea. If it freezes, you can just exit and go back into it. And then this way, when we hit claim, everything is ×2. So if it bricks early, then you've just saved all that time. And if it doesn't brick, then you get all the rewards. Gotta love when the last omen is adds a rainbow bubble and it gives you a netherrealm bubble. That's crazy good. Pretty simple, but not bad. We've got 3 5+ beacons there. So, about 150. Here we go. Got it first. Go. Oh, I can't do that. Okay. Must have to just do it this way. Greed. Saved a lot of time, though. Alrighty, I'm coming up to the end of the first hour, and honestly, Dream has been somewhat underwhelming. It is phenomenal in boss rush if you're using it with free chance, so not the 30 with the 33% chance, I should say. But it hasn't been really that great in the last hour. My last hour's FE has been heavily carried by Cube. Cube has been absolutely phenomenal. But I haven't got a good nightmare. Like, that one was kind of average. I guess it was a pretty bad one, but I got lucky and got a couple of 5+ beacons. But I was just looking at the amount of div stones that I have got so far in this, and I noticed something else that's dropped in excessive quantity. If you've run Cube at all, you can probably guess that in about half a second. But Desire records, they're still 200 flame elementium each, and I've had quite a few drop. Normally you can expect maybe 1 an hour. However, I have had quite a few drop. So excluding the Desire records, I don't know if we're making that much. I have used the Flame Elementium that has dropped to buy more beacons as we go. I bought a bunch of Dream. So I guess I'll leave the Dreams going for now until I run out of compasses, and then I might switch out the Dream compasses for maybe more monsters or something. But Cube is definitely staying. I will check how much the div stones are carrying, because they're quite expensive at the moment. So after this map, I will quickly have a look at what we've made in the last hour. I've started doing the cube just 5 times. If it doesn't get the multiplier, I just leave. So that's 5, whatever. Unless it multiplies, it's not worth the effort. So I'm not going to pause the timer. I've had a few corners drop, which are all kind of garbage. Nothing else has really caught my eye. No skills have dropped. We're still 500 flame elementium up, even after buying 20 or 30 compasses. Nothing else really there. But we've had 4 desire cores drop so far. So 204 flame elementium each there. So that's 800 FE. We've done about 30 maps. So we've got 3 the ends. Had a few rank 5 beacons drop. I might pause it to tally up just for the video. But I won't be doing this every hour. Just this time for shits and giggles. So just in Divinity Stones, we've had 5,220 drop, which is 125 flame elementium worth. Now looking at the cube compasses, I bought an extra 10 and we started with 15, so that's 25. We've got 1 left. Okay. So 24 plus 10. Yeah, it was 24, wasn't it? Yeah. 24 times 7, so 168. So the div stones cover 3/4 of the cost, which is really good. And then it's just adding a whole bunch of extra monsters, and obviously the 4 desire records are really nice. I might run one of those just to see if we get lucky. I had one of these in my inventory because I bought one to run it. I didn't realize that I hadn't actually done Lawbreaker yet. So that was pretty pointless. So let's just run this. If we get a Firefly, that'd be fantastic. I didn't have to move. Why is he not taking damage? Immunity phases for bosses are pretty bloody lame. I'll see if this does anything to me. It's not doing any damage, but I'm still not damaging him. What an exciting fight. Can he take damage anytime? Anytime. Oh, there we go. He's taking damage. Stray Fireflies. There we go. Pretty good profit. That's all you have to do. Just run that. That's about 360 flame elementium, I believe, to run that, which is actually quite insane. Desire. Record creation. Well, they're 200 as well. So that's 400 flame elementium just to run that. And the stray firefly is 600, 700 flame elementium, I guess. So I guess we made 300 flame elementium off that, which is kind of lucky. 7 of these for 1, so 700. So it's 5,000 flame elementium for a sparks of mothfire. And this build needs 3, so that's 15k. Crazy. Anywho. Righty, so thanks to the Desire records and that stray firefly, we ended up making 1800 FE from that hour. I actually had 4 rank 5 plus Thunders drop, and they sold for 40 each. So that's why the amount of FE is a little bit higher. So I collected that from the trade just then. So 642 flame elementium after buying additional compasses and using those as well. And I've updated the prices of some things. I've added just an extra desire record here to show the usage of the one that was in my inventory, plus the other one used there. So all up, that's only 213 profit after the tax of selling that. I'll probably use it, but just for tracking's sake, there it is. I will continue doing this. So that's the first hour done. And yeah, I'll just keep cracking on. And I guess I've only got 4 nightmare compasses left, so that's like 1 more round, and then I'll think about replacing it. But who knows? I might just leave it as is. It's doing pretty well. It's pretty chill. I'll see you in a bit. I decided to keep the nightmare going just because I like the zoom from the lightning, but ones like this make it all worthwhile, you know. I get zoom, and I also don't lose FE. Hey, that's not bad for a just a card. Was the triple replicate hunting boss. So it was 49 FE plus 6 of these, so about 100 FE from that card. Not bad. Hey, this one's going to be huge. I want to know how many div stones I make from that. I keep accidentally going through the portal before God of War finishes and before I use the cube. So much extra wasted time just going back into the map. Ah, there we go. Oh well, whatever. Almost forgot to track it. So I've got 6,500 and I haven't had any desire records drop. So let's just do this map and see what drops. It's 13 extra desire somethings. So I took off the cube compass and just slapped on Dark Surge. Maybe Dark Surge will give us some FE. I don't know. I've got no points into it, so who knows? That's a lot of damage. Oh, that was one of the dudes. Nice. Deacon, whatever it is. Didn't seem that fantastic. I don't think I've seen a Desire Core drop yet, which is disappointing. Oh, lack of FE dropping. Oh, we got currency, but I popped it too late. Didn't have anything juiced into it either, but that's fine. So we've got 7 stages. That's pretty good. Is that an enemy? Just a barrier bobbing around? So 32 FE from that. Let's see if we got much. We got no desire record and 1,000 div stones. So about 20 FE. It's actually kind of lame. Anyway, even with 2 times, that's kind of lame. Oh, whatever. Money. Not bad. Some decent compasses there, actually. A couple of mites, which are about 10 each. So pretty good. Sometimes, even when you think you're getting shafted, you still get 2 rank 5 pluses and a mechanical, you know. So that was a pretty bad one, but it was still 80 FE or so. I chose a God of Might 6-stage card just for the hell of it. So let's see if we can get anything from it. God of War will probably run out before it finishes. Maybe. I guess we'll see. Get for 15. So we got 1 stage done. Let's go kill the boss while we've still got God of War going. Let's do the second one without it. Why is the deep space key red? Interesting. Whatever. So we get out of this for the second activation. It takes such a long time. We get 9 FE. I don't think I'll choose that again. But anywho, that's pretty much the second hour done. 4, 5, 6. Given 1 more. No, no dice. Alright, I don't think we got any desire records that time. No. 0 desire records. We've got a fair few 5+ beacons. We're back up to 925 flame elementium. We did buy a bunch of compasses, which took us down to about 170. So we had about 800 flame elementium drop that hour, which is pretty nice. Nothing really in here stood out, I don't think. 12 FE. kind of garbage. Anyway, let's do a tally. Alrighty, so having a look at what we had drop, we started with 600. We bought some compasses, which took it down to 170, back up to 925. So only a difference of 283 FE, which, you know, is reasonable considering we bought compasses with that. We did have a whole number of beacons drop that round, 35 of these. We definitely did more than 16 void lands. So, you know, it was included in these drops, obviously. Bit of sustain, never hurt anyone. Nothing else. Well, we didn't have any more desire records drop. I can delete this one now. That was in the previous hour. And yeah, nothing else really that major, but a little bit of everything, which brought us to 1200 FE for that hour. Just type that in. So we're currently at 3000 FE profit so far for a couple of hours. Average FE an hour is 1500. Anyway, I'll just keep cracking on, I guess. Bit of a warning. There's currently a bug. If you trigger Statue of War, then do I have any commodity? I don't. That's just crap. And then you trigger this, and if it goes in to the nightmare, and then you come out, you won't have the speed buff from God of War unless you die. If you go back to town and come back in, it probably resets it as well. However, if you just do, if you trigger the God of War, then do the Nightmare, you'll come out and you'll be slow as hell. Well, I'm slow as hell. Just a little bit of a bug that I think everyone should know about or be aware of. Hopefully it gets fixed. It's only annoying if the God of War is at the start of the map, and then it's a little bit of a walk to get to the Nightmare. If it's the other way around, it doesn't matter because you're going to trigger the Nightmare and then the God of War anyway. But yeah, something to keep in mind. I thought this would be juicier, but it's only 16 lost secrets. Or 18, whatever. I should have just gone for Netherrealm. I must admit, this hunting card has been exceptional both times that I've done it. It's another 75 Flame Elementium and 5 hunting. So that's over 100 FE again for that one card, which is pretty darn nice. I also had a Desire Core drop from that map. So that map alone was about 300 Flame Elementium, which is pretty sick. Oh, I had 2 Desire Cores drop from that map, which is nuts. I sold the other 3 that I had drop. So I've been selling stuff this hour. It's been selling pretty well. There's the 3 Desire Cores that sold for 200 and something each. Pretty sweet. Some other stuff. So we're actually getting some FE to show for our efforts. 2.5 FE, 2.5k we're up to. See what this gets us. It's not hesitate, but still a 4% chance, so it should be reasonable. I'll just switch out this for this and see how we go. What do we got first? 1682, 2682 rather. Yeah, 0% chance. Good. Cube Gear Fluorescent. Cube and gear mainly suck. I'd probably almost rather gear over cube because you can get supernova cards from it, which can be pretty reasonable, especially early on this season. They're like 7 FE each or something. So if you get, I don't know, 10 of them, then that's a pretty decent payday for an early nightmare for sure. Guess this isn't dropping as much FE as I would like, but it's better than a kick in the teeth, I guess. Give me a bubble. I want a bubble. Yeah, it ended. Lame. What was it? 2682. Ah, of course you dropped something in there. Stuffed around a bit. I should have killed the boss. I should have killed the boss. Ah, I didn't get the boss in time. Killing the boss with 75% additional drop quantity would have been rather juicy. But I stuffed around a bit too much. Oh, nice 50 drop there. 2682 is what we were on. 2682. About 200. Not bad. Alrighty, this is the last of my original maps. So I will run this one. Then I'll just count this as the 3 hour. I've slowed down a lot this hour, just stuffing around, doing trade, a few other things. I think it was still a relatively decent hour, honestly. I did get that map where I had 2 desire records drop. I just missed part of this map. Just around this loop, nothing's going to drop anyway. Ah, well, whatever. So, yeah, I mean, this wasn't originally going to be a per hour video anyway. I was more just interested to see what I could make just stuffing around for the day. This will probably be a pretty long video, honestly. But I'll see what we have after this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't get it. Move on. So let's have a quick check of how much flame elementum we have. So we've got 2,367. I just bought some more compasses. I accidentally bought some black sail compasses, which is annoying because I'm not running black sail. So I bought them from the vendor for 4 each. So I guess I'll sell them back with tax included. But anyway, I'll add up the totals and see what we got. Oh, those 2 desire records sold. Nice. Alrighty, most notables. I forgot to add in the divinity stones for the previous hours. So I guess that just works out to be 282 that can be included in this hour. We have sold a whole bunch of stuff. That's obviously wrong, isn't it? Because of what I've sold. Alrighty, I think that's right. I've just put in zeros here because we've started selling stuff. The only exception being the desire record that we consumed. That's obviously there. If I do that, that's probably better. With all the stuff that we've now had drop with what we have going for us. So 1,600 flame elementium from the 3rd hour, which brings us to a grand total of 4,821 so far for the 3 hours. I'll keep this going, and I think this is a smarter way of doing it. And then I'll just keep updating this with the new total divided by 4, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so this is pretty chill. I spent a fair bit of time in this last hour just doing trade and stuff. Well, not even that much time, really. Um, but yeah, bit interesting, pretty chill. Not really stressing about finding, a lightning and doing might or machines or whatever. It's very laid back, casual killing. Alright, see you in a bit. Alrighty, that's all the mapping that my sanity can handle for a day, almost 4 hours. So now I've bought I've only bought that many of these. So I'm going to be doing these, hoping to get some pedigrees that are decent, or some decent skills and stuff out of this. Your pack spirits don't matter for Traveller, so it's simply just jump into the middle and AFK until he dies, which should be pretty simple. I guess it doesn't really matter if I'm in damage or anything, so I might as well just leave it in that just in case I farm something else and I forget to switch back. When you do 500 billion DPS, then this fight's pretty much a joke. As you can see, he just instantly phases constantly, and he shouldn't be able to do enough damage to kill me anyway. The keys for this cost about 8.5 flame elementium each, so that makes each attempt pretty much break even if you just get the 2 beacons and the Echo of the Gods, practically. Anyway, let's see how long this takes. Oh, I forgot to set the timer. Let's do another one just to see how long that takes. It was like 3:47:30 when we get in here. It's a shame you can't just one-shot him through all his phases, to be honest. So 10 seconds just waiting for his phases to end. The intro to end. Pretty boring. I think this fight takes about a minute, maybe. That's 28 seconds. Come on. There we go. Another Echo and a couple of beacons. Yeah, so about 1 minute, all up. Alrighty, so we finished all of the beginnings. So the Traveller fights, we didn't have anything drop really. We had the Echo of the Gods drop, which are right there. So 19 of them. I'll probably sell for 34 each. Alrighty, I must have stuffed something up here. There's no way I only made 300 FE for that entire hour. I did lose... I pretty much broke even on the Traveller because you get 646 is what it cost to do those 19 runs. Selling them for 34, you get that back minus tax, but you get 76 or so FE worth of rank 5 beacons to make up for it. So I'm not really sure what I've done that's made that so abysmal, but it is what it is, whatever. Yeah, I don't know what I've done, honestly. I've done something. I just can't figure it out. Anywho, whatever. I've still made 6,000 FE for the day, so really happy with that. Why is that so much? That seems like a lot, although, I don't know, maybe I got lucky that hour. Honestly, my brain is fried. 4 hours of gameplay is pretty unusual for me, so it is what it is. Hopefully everything sells and I can do some crafting tomorrow. Anyway, I'll probably make a video on nightmare farming tomorrow, as that's where a lot of currency comes from. And yeah, see you then. Cheers.